Hello and good day to you all. Welcome back to another episode or installment of OldBoysFreshKickz. Wow, got a new background. Wow, wicked. I'm your host, Old Boy, aka El Bandito, and on today's installment, we are looking at Puma's brand new signature shoe, the second one for Charlotte Hornets point guard extraordinaire LaMelo Ball. These are Puma's MB02 in the Supernova colorway, or the, what do they call it, the Fiery Coral Ultra Orange. That they are ultra orange. These are bright. Let's put it that way. Instantly, these kind of reminded me of a 1950s drag car. I don't know, with all these little flame motifs and stuff like that, and the colors and the little metallic toe box hits here. Just reminded me of, you know, those 50 cars. Not that I was around in the 1950s. I mean, I may have been the way I look, but I saw Grease. I saw the film The Warriors and all those sort of things with great drag cars. Yeah, I mean, looking down, shooting a free throw on these, you almost need sunglasses. That's how bright these are. But, hey, LaMelo's future is bright, correct? I mean, they've worked the colors really well with him. He was in very close consultation, obviously, with how these look. And yeah, they don't disappoint. In terms of the aesthetics, you've got these beautiful flames as stipulated before, which are homage to LaMelo's tattoos. There's quite a few of those little things on the little hill counter here. Right here, underneath, you got the rare branding there, little Puma cat, one of one in there. You've got his autograph there. I mean, there's so much going on in these, and these are also the longest tenured testing shoes that I've had so far. So I've given these quite the run, quite the breakdown. So yeah, instantly when I got them in hand, I liked the look of them. They're a lot brighter than shoes that I would usually, you know, mess with. But who cares what color they are, right? I don't, as long as they work, and they look kind of cool. You know, they've grown on me, as kicks seem to do. Most of them do. But I like these off the bat. Without further more, let's check in with El Bandito, who gave these quite a thrashing out at the lab. First impressions of these after a few games, and this little run around today. The cushioning, the Nitro cushioning, is beautiful. It is beautiful. It's lovely. I know there's two PVA pucks. There's one right at the back, kind of in here, and another smaller one in the forefoot there under the Rare logo. And to me, it feels a little bit flat in the forefoot. Tiny little bit tight in the toe box around here, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, I don't know why it's a little bit flat at the front. It could be just my old feet again, but it is a little bit dead there, in that dead zone. But other than that, the cushioning is really nice. Containment is quite good. Yeah, all right, let's give them a bit more of a roll, see if I can get them up to speed. Okay, thank you for that, El Bandito. You worked up quite a sweat in that session. I believe you also hit 13 threes in a row. Well done, my goodness, and it's on camera. So it did happen, I got proof. Yeah, so let's go straight into the first aspect that we usually check out, and that's the traction. Now, what you got here is this very cool little feathered non-slip rubber. It goes all the way down and up the lateral and medial side. And it is very tacky. It sticks to the court very well. I had absolutely no problem with the traction at all. Had a lot of cuts, a couple of step back threes, a lot of movement on court, and they were underfoot all the way. No slippage, and I was on a semi-dusty court in one of the games, a couple of wipes, and I was good to go. So the traction in these bad boys is elite. They are little beasts in terms of that. Moving on to the cushioning, this is where I found it a little interesting, and that's never a good word. Of course, you've got the, as I said before, the Nitro fume Nitro foam, sorry, the TPU foam pucks with expanded via nitrogen in here and in here. The forefoot felt really dead. As I said before, I can't figure it out. You've got the Nitro foam in here as well as those little TPU pucks, and it just, I don't know, wasn't responsive in the front of the foot. The back, not a problem at all, but for some reason, I didn't feel much support in the front of these shoes, which is where I like, you know, a lot of the shooting machinations from me is all forefoot. I mean, I shoot off the front of my feet. Landing, not a problem. I don't really, you know, give too much thought about the back of the shoe unless it jars, which, you know, generally these modern shoes don't. So yeah, I don't know why. You know, the TPU shank right at the bottom here felt fine. I mean, you know, the containment was great. But yeah, there was just something about the forefoot. It felt, opposed to, say, the TRC, the Blaze Court, I felt the cushioning in that was brilliant, elite. And I thought, well, Puma's obviously going to make an upgrade in that with these. No, for some reason, it left me a bit cold. And I gave these a great run. So the cushioning, yeah, could have been better for me. But again, LaMelo Ball, who these are made for, I mean, he's a, what, 6'7", 6'8", point guard. He's, you know, I'm 60, well, maybe 45 kilograms sopping wet. He's a bigger guy. He's gonna, so maybe I'm just not heavy enough to get the full benefits of that, you know, cushioning setup or the forefoot. So yeah, moving on. The materials. Well, you know, you've got this engineered mesh upper with multi-zone mixed materials, which, you know, they're good. They're decent, that without being, you know, elite for the price point of a $200 shoe. They're pretty cool. You know, you got your little TPU heel clip here, the what they're calling the PUMA form strip on the lateral side here. That is also, you know, very handy for containment too. It doesn't move around. You've got quite a bit of flex in these too, in terms of that. But the materials, yeah, they're great without being elite. So we like the materials without loving them. Sizing, I went true to size, 8.5 in these. They felt good, a little bit of tightness in the toe box here, but that's okay. Maybe with a few more wears, that would loosen up a bit. I don't know. In terms of support, yeah, these are middies, but you know, let's not buy into that myth of, as Wear Testers put out beautifully a couple of weeks ago, the myth of higher or mid-top shoes giving you more ankle support than lows. I was also of that belief, but just a very small amount of research can turn up different results. It doesn't matter what shoe you've got, whether it's high, low, or mid, ankle support comes from your ankles and from things like the TPU heel clip, etc. So look into it. It doesn't matter about that. But having said that, these supported my ankles really well. You got little ankle pillows in there. They're great. So support, really good. Lockdown, the tongue felt like it was right across my foot. The forefoot there, the lacing, not a problem. Support, elite as well. Durability, indoors only. You know, you've got the rubber here it's not deep enough. I mean, you're going to be cutting that up in no time on an outdoor court. So indoors only for these, unless you want to, you know, chew through them pretty quick, which I don't want to do. So indoors only for me. Are these value for money? Yeah, they're value for money. $200 price point, you get a very, very good pair of shoes. Puma's doing very well, almost elite. Overall, pretty damn sweet. Are these in my bag? Yeah, no, they're not. Purely because I'm sticking with, if I'm going to rock with a Puma shoe, I'm sticking with the Puma TRC Blaze Court, the Joshua Vidays that I have. They just feel a lot better all around. Having said that, these are a cracking shoe. Puma's done an amazing job again, and most of my basketball kicks at the moment seem to be Puma, so there you go. Are these certified Old Boy Fresh? Yeah, they are. these are certified old boy fresh. They're little beasts. They are. People are going to dig them. I'm just not going to probably move forward in terms of playing games in these, because I've got other ones that excite me and I have a lot more fun in. Alrighty, so there you go. That's the box, by the way. It's a goodie box. It's a goodie box. They do well. Alrighty, that does it for another installment of Old Boys Fresh Kicks. Thank you so much, everybody, for your repeated viewership, for checking back in with Old Boy for another Kicks review. I really appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing and liking. If you haven't already, please do it, because I'm going to keep on rocking with this. I didn't get paid for this. I do it because I love basketball. I love kicks. I love talking about basketball. I love talking about kicks. This is combining both of them. My subscriber of the month is Kid Always. Thank you so much for your thoughts and reflections on these episodes. I really appreciate it. Moving forward, I want to try and reward people when we get to the milestones. I'll figure out a way of doing that. But until next time, thank you for checking in again. I'm your host, Old Boy, saying see you later, and until next time, stay fresh.